So yesterday in Nashville, there was two Democratic representatives who were expelled from their Capitol floor, whatever, their Congress floor. And on Twitter, all the leftists are saying that the people who voted them out, who voted them out, not used force with violence, like they're claiming them to be fascist, but voted these people out. They're saying they're racist. It seems like all of them are saying they're racist because there was another person with them doing the same thing, and she's white and she didn't get voted out. Now, if you do some research and understand why these people got voted out, when you're on some type of Congress floor, whether it's a state or federal, you know, you have to maintain order so people can talk. You can't just speak out of turn. You're given so many minutes to make your point, to make your debate, whatever, and then it goes to the other person. Because if they don't have time limits, they'll just be talking forever and they'll get nothing done. Which in the federal Congress, not right now, well, they're not going to get much done for legislation, but they haven't really done anything for the last, I don't know how long. These people just spend money. That's all they really do. Um, anyway, so why did these two black individuals, these black gentlemen, get voted out and expelled and not the white woman? Because they both use megaphones on the floor, um, leading chants like protests. You can't do that. You can't do that. She didn't use a megaphone. Uh, that's why she didn't get voted out. Plain and simple. And I'm glad this happened. And why am I glad this happened? I don't give a damn what skin color they are. It's, to me, the reason why I'm glad is because of how they're harassing Trump and they're using the judicial system to try to make it so he can't run for president, trying to lock him up for 136 years. Are you serious? At the same time, you want to let all these violent criminals back on the street and you're going to worry about Trump? And they spent over $250 million on this case against Trump and they don't have nothing and they're still going forward with it. Yeah, I'm glad that the people on the right, the Republicans, are going. They're fighting back and they're taking the gloves off. That's what should happen. If the Democrats want to fight unfair, the people on the right should not put up with it. I look at the Democrats or people on the left, leftoids, whatever you want to call them, leftard, whatever. Anyway, I look at them as spoiled little brats because if you don't let them do what they if you don't go along with what they want, they act like little babies. They throw temper tantrums. That's what they do. Um, and they call you all kinds of names which society frowns upon those type of names, and they try to associate with uh those names with you. Whether they say that you're fascist when they actually are fascist themselves, or they call you racist or transphobic or homophobic, and it's like, dude, I'm not racist, man. I'm not afraid of trans people. I'm not afraid of people who are gay. Um, I just don't want to go along with your bullshit. And what basically is happening is whatever somebody on the right stands for, like conservative values or Christian or Republican, whatever. You're basically right wing. they will just go opposite to purposely. And even if their narrative is one thing today, it'll be something tomorrow. They will flip flop and change their position on things. Like they might have been for, um, like when I was a leftist back in the day, we were for anti-war. We were anti-war. We were for freedom of speech and things like this. And you can see nowadays leftists are the opposite. They want censorship and they're pro-war in Ukraine. And there's I don't know, there's battalions over there that resemble, they follow the lead of a certain individual in Germany in the 1930s, but they support these people, and then they want to call someone like me fascist. When I would rather I just want balance, man. That's all I really want, and I think that's most Americans. We just want balance. But I right now am on the right. Doesn't mean I'm gonna stay on this side. I look at it as a vehicle, and I also they are more punk rock, more rebellious than the left. The left is about authoritarianism. They're about suppression. They're about communism, and they're not about freedom at all. So I'm about freedom. Uh, that's that's the side I'm picking for now. Could change. I've seen flip flops of in my lifetime, and you know, um, well, these people on Twitter, they're like going nuts. They're freaking out. Like it's just they twist things, whatever, and they assume things. They think with their feelings. They don't look into all the facts. All they want to do is ignore facts or say they don't matter when they do. And it's just, these people are really sad and pathetic. And, what they do is they try to spin shit. That's what they do. So, like, they're like, Republicans don't care about kids. They don't. It's like, what are you talking about? You think that Republicans want kids to die? Are you even thinking? You are the people who are pro abortion. I mean, you're the ones that are preventing it, and then you want to go ahead and sterilize your children by doing different experimental operations because they think they feel a certain way at a certain time when you're a little kid. I mean, these people have no credibility. Um, they are pretty much lunatics, and I want to see right wing people start standing up. They're all boycotting Bud Light right now. Cool, good. Make them suffer. Let's put them out of business. Okay, and then we'll go on to the next. We don't need to stop at Bud Light. It's kind of funny how the right is actually standing up for something when it comes to a boycott. When we should have been boycotting a lot of things for a long time, but they're gonna stand up because it's beer. It's just, oh man, but hey, at least they're fighting for something, I guess. There's all kinds of boycotts that we could have been doing all this time when it comes to Netflix or Disney or I don't know, some of these pharmaceutical industry giants companies. But it's the start. But we shouldn't stop here. And I'm not saying I'm concerned. I'm just like, I'm using them as they're a vehicle for me to, because I think that I want the best for our society going forward. I've had some problems to me, and I think that if I was in a different type of environment, more like I think broken families are bad. I don't think that they're good. I think that you need a masculine role model. I think that's what people should be going towards. But the left is all crazy and they think that broken families are good and feminism is good. And, I like, if you know, I'm thinking, so when I think I made a video saying we should take away the 19th Amendment, but, I think I can evolve my opinion and modify my opinion and I know that's not logical. That was probably like an emotional type of reaction because I'm just like fed up. But I like I like it better when people have skin in the game, whether man or woman. Who cares? If you pay it, if you're a net taxpayer, then you get a vote. If Tim Pool's talking about it today with the presidential candidate, and it's like a service based type of deal. Maybe you got to pass a certain type of constitutional test to understand what you're voting for. Um, you shouldn't just be granted you get a vote because you're a citizen. If you don't do anything to society, if all you're doing is taking, why do you get a vote? If you really even care that much, you should. If you care that much, you want to have a voice and you want to vote, you should have to do something for the community. Provide something, provide taxes, provide money, do something. Or have done something. Maybe you're old and you can't do much, but like you've provided, you've done something you've helped build this place. So you definitely should have a vote. But if you've been on welfare your whole life, no, sorry. I don't know what to tell you. You got to do something. You got to provide something, man. But these people on the left are absolutely insane, and they twist things. They twist words. They use words. They try to always like flip arguments and try to make you look bad. They look great, and they do a lot of whataboutisms, and I do that too. We do. It's on both sides. If you go on Twitter, it goes both ways for when it comes to that. What about this? What about that? It's just because we're all hypocritical, man. Nobody's perfect. But I think that these people. What I'm really tired of is them interjecting race into everything, man, and it just completely deludes the meaning of the word when you say that everyone is racist, man. Like everything, like I could just take a step and then you're racist. I could take a breath, you're racist. Why? Why are you like? It's like you're the boy who cried wolf, man. Like, shut up. Do you even know what the word means? Like, do you know what these words mean? Do you know what fascist means? Do you know what racist means? Like, do you know what transphobe means? Do you even know what they mean? Or are you just making up meanings? And because and you say people like me are uneducated. But yeah, I don't think that those people, well, because a lot of them were real white and they voted out two black guys who used megaphones leading chants, protests on the floor when they're supposed to have some order, are maybe. Hey, listen, man. I'm glad they got expelled because it's just like somebody's got to stand up and have some balls, man, on the right and tell them how it is. Fight fire with fire. If they're going to go ahead and try to indict Trump on some bullshit, which a lot of attorneys are like, this is dumb as hell, and they're still going through with it, and they're going to keep piling on all this other bullshit. Like, he's the most squeaky clean businessman that, okay, it's like, okay, let's start indicting everybody then. Okay, let's go for everybody. Like, I like what Tim Pool was saying about, going after Obama, DAs from different places, going after the Bidens, going after the Clintons, go after all these people. Enough is enough, man. Like, if this is how they're gonna play, well, you get it back too. They need the belt. They need the belt whooping. They need to get punished. They need discipline. They want things to go one way for them, and if we use again, we use however they got the advantage against them. Then they say you're a fascist. No, but you just did it, dude. You just did it. Why can't I do it? Oh, those guys were invading the Capitol in January 6th, but it's okay that people on the left are doing the same thing, basically. I mean, they're not breaking windows. Okay, they didn't break the windows, and cops haven't been assaulted, but, like, they are overrunning Capitol floors and protesting, and that's okay because, feelings, I guess. Because, they go along with their narrative. This whole place, there is no coming back from this with these people because they will not negotiate. They don't live in reality. They live in a bubble, and I just can't deal with them. I can't deal with their mindset. Anyway, that's it.